Hey guys, it's Tasha Renee here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I make videos based on inspiration to be a better you. I also do hair, skin, and body care. I may or may not throw in like some vlogs here and there. If any of those things are things that you might be interested in, don't leave without hitting that subscribe button as well as turning on your post notifications so you don't miss any time I upload a video. Around this time last year, I decided to do a self-healing journal challenge. This was created by two bloggers by the name of Melly King and Tamika Christmas, and the purpose of the healing challenge was to expose your wounds to be able to heal from them, because you know every wound that's buried deep down inside needs air in order to heal. And the idea of the challenge was to see a list of basically thought-provoking questions, and you can fill it out in your journal. But me being the person that I am is super vulnerable. Instead of me journaling it down, I decided to answer all the questions on camera. If you've been following me since like then, or if you've been keeping up with the times, you know that last year around this time, the Caribbean islands suffered from two major hurricanes, Category 5, Hurricane Maria and Hurricane Irma, and it basically devastated my islands where I'm from in the Virgin Islands as well as Puerto Rico. Here I was in Miami with lack of communication with my family in the Virgin Islands. My mom went through the hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Good morning, it's September 20th and we're still going through the throes of the hurricane. The houses are gone, the rooftops are gone, our cars are safe, but we're thanking God that everything has almost passed and we're still good. Thank you, Lord.
My dad, sisters went through the hurricane in St. Thomas. My grandma, aunts, cousins, and the rest of my family went through the hurricane in St. Croix. So you can see like where my mindset was or how I was feeling throughout the time. So basically I only completed 7 of the 31-day challenge. So here I am a year later. I wanted to do a redo of the questions. Now, to prevent this video from being extremely long, I'm gonna split this video into 2 parts, and I'm going to answer the first 15 questions in this video and do the part 2 of this video answering the final couple of questions in another video. We'll start with number 1. When you look into the mirror, what do you see? My answers last year, I feel like I focused mostly on the negative things that I saw. A person that feels behind in life. A person that has always wanted a baby. A woman that dreams to inspire others but doesn't know what about her could possibly inspire others. Right now, when I see this question and I want to answer it, I see a selfless woman that thrives on the success of her peers and loved ones. I also see a woman whose energy can light up any room that she walks into. A woman that has no fear in being herself without caring what people might think. A woman that trusts the process and knows that the journey is better than the destination. I see a woman, soon to be a mother, still on the road to self-discovery, and ain't no shame about that. Question number 2. Write about something from your past that you still hold on to now. This question last year was a loaded question because it brought me to tears. I was bawling like crazy. I basically talked about not having a relationship with my sister and us not talking for years. And up until last month, basically, she came to Miami and she surprised me for my baby shower. And ever since then, we've been talking back and forth. I feel like it's just been kind of like a weight lifted off my shoulder. We basically just said we're not gonna let our past and our differences affect our future. Honestly, I can say there's really nothing in my past that I am currently holding on to right now. Number 3, what is consuming your mental space today? The fact that I'm about to be a mom and knowing that nothing will ever come out the way that you intend or the way that you plan, and just being able to trust the journey. I constantly think about the parent that I'm going to be based on the parent that my husband and I never had. Number 4, what is one thing you fear people would judge you for the most if they knew about it? Last year, I responded to this question talking about me getting arrested, and it's so funny because after I uploaded that video last year, September, 2 months later, I got arrested again. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my life, but that's just me. I wouldn't say it's like a fear that people would judge me, but it's more of like a disappointment, because in reality, like, your past really does affect your future. Would you hire a felon? That just gives me more motivation to try to make something of myself and not have to depend on like an employer or working for somebody to determine my future or what I decide to become. Number 5, are you truly healed from the hurt or disappointment that you once endured? If so, how did you heal? If not, what is stopping you from healing? I'm sorry if I keep reverting back to last year's questions to now, but it really just shows how in such a short amount of time, you can change from the person that you once were to who you are now. Like, growth is necessary. So back then, I made a video talking about how I was truly disappointed that I was never able to have a baby. God's timing is just really, really funny. Because it's like, no matter what you wish for, no matter what you plan, no matter what you expect, if it's not your time, it's not your time. Like, you can't rush it, you can't force anything. Fast forward to a year later, here I am, 38 weeks pregnant, 2 weeks away from my due date. For years, I've been battling with the thought of not being able to have a child, and God's timing is God's timing, and whenever it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. You just really need to trust that. Question number 6. How has the power of social media impacted the way that you look at yourself? At one point, it had me like contemplating like where I'm at in life, because you can see people post things and be like, oh, I wish I was doing that, or I wish I had that. But in reality, people only post like the best versions of themselves. I never look at someone's pictures or look at social media and feel less than. I always see it as like more of like motivation, because it's like, if they can do it, I can do it as well. We all have potential, but in our own way. And I can't look at someone else's success and be like, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I had that, because we all have our journey and we have to trust it. I don't need any validation, or I don't need to prove anything to anybody, and I don't need to see anyone else's journey or success to try and make myself feel like I need it, if that makes any sense. Question number 7. What is something that you are always comparing yourself to others about? What's it saying? Like, you can't compare when you don't compete. I'm just trying to be better for myself and my family. Like, I really don't care what anybody else is doing. Ideally, I would like to live healthier and eat cleaner and just be more focused on what I want to do with my life. And comparing myself to others isn't going to do anything besides drive me insane. Number 8. Write down all the negative things you feel and think about yourself. Positive thoughts equal positive things. Like, I try not to think negatively about myself, but like, I can only think of like 2 things. And what I basically said was like, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not talented enough. But when I think of like a talent, I'm like, Tasha, you really can't do shit. Like, I really can't. And that's really just the reality of it. So it's not that I'm saying that I'm negative because I'm not talented, but I'm really not. Question number 9. Where are you playing small in your life? At times, I lack drive, motivation, consistency. I'm really just like all over the place. Like, sometimes in my head, I'm like, oh, I want to do that, or I want to do that, or I want to do this. But it's like, even if I want to do something, sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes in my head, I'm like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, I can do it tomorrow. Like, never put off tomorrow. What is it? Never put off tomorrow what you can do today. I don't even know if that's the right saying, but still, like, I need to stop focusing on, oh, that can happen, and focus on getting it done now. What have you not been able to forgive yourself for, and why? What did I say for this question? Tasha, really? That was your answer? I have not been able to forgive myself for chasing man and not finishing school. Like, if I wasn't so caught up in my previous relationships, I would have been probably in a different position now. But I am also grateful for everything that I've been through, or the steps that I did take, because I probably wouldn't be where I'm at this moment. Not that I'm anywhere, but I probably wouldn't have been who I'm with, or being or doing what I'm doing right now if I didn't have those experiences in the past. Back then, yes, I would say like I would have loved to go to school and finish school, because that just sounds like a good thing. Like, yeah, I went to school and I have my degree and stuff like that, but now I'm just like, yeah, I'm not even interested. Like, I don't even want to go to school at all. Number 11. Is there a specific relationship, friendship, or even job that has been causing you pain? Right now, the only thing that's causing me pain is not being comfortable when I'm trying to sleep. And I'm not trying to be funny. I feel like if you have pain from a job, a friendship, or a relationship, that's really all on you, because stressing about something isn't gonna fix any situation. If something's causing you pain, you have everything in your ability to change your circumstances or change your situation. So I don't really have any situation that causes me pain, because I don't let stuff really stress me out at all, honestly. So question number 12, we're almost done. It says, write about your biggest failure you have endured. This is so hard because I'm really supposed to be doing like self-healing, but like I feel like my mental space right now is like so different than how my mindset was like last year. And even last year, like I wasn't really stressing about stuff. To think about like my biggest failure, I mean, those literally were just life lessons. I had to go through what I went through in order to be who I am or where I am at this moment. But if I can think about like a biggest failure, I would probably say that I got fired from every single job that I've ever worked at. Like, is that a failure? And it's not that I was like incompetent or I just didn't do my job, but like each failure put me in a different position or in a different life position, and I'm grateful for each experience, basically. Number 13. Write a letter to your younger self. What advice would you give her? I don't know if I should be giving advice because I'm not where I want to be in life yet, but the only thing I could probably tell little Tashinga Rininga Touche is every decision that you make affects your future. Don't try to grow up before your time. Like, you have common sense, so I trust that you'll figure it all out. It might take some time and it might not happen when you want it to, but just trust the process. Like, everything will always turn out for the better. Be you, man. Like, don't change for nobody. That's really all I have to say to her. Question number 14. What are your deepest insecurities and fears? Like, when I think of insecurities, I actually think about like physical appearance, but there's nothing that I'm insecure about as far as like body wise. I do fear that I'm gonna be like lost or forgotten, or that I leave this world without like making an impact on at least one person. It's like not making something of myself and not having like a legacy left behind. Last question, number 15. What brings you peace today? Life brings me peace. My husband brings me peace. Being able to wake up every single day and knowing that I have another opportunity at life brings me peace. Like, I honestly couldn't ask for anything else. Like, I feel like my sanity is like the most important thing, and having a supportive husband. Nowadays, I feel so much love and I feel so much support from the people that are surrounding me that I really can't complain about anything. Granted, like I said, I'm not where I want to be, or I don't know who I want to be or what I want to do in the future, but I'm happy. Like, I'm truly happy with my life and where I'm going. Like, I can see that everything's gonna be okay, and that's what makes everything even better. Those are the 15 questions for the self-healing journal challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part 2. If you did enjoy, give this video a big thumbs up, and like I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will be uploading more videos shortly, hopefully before this baby comes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.